Yo, what's up? So today we're either going to talk about Corviknight or Dreadnought. I'm going to leave it up to a coin toss. More than likely by the video title you know what this is. So this is just for my sake. So we're going to go Shield, Corviknight, Sword, Dreadnought. Alright, let's give it a go. We got Shield. That's what we like to see. So we're going to go Corviknight today. Good. I like this Pokemon. This Pokemon's actually dope as hell. We're gonna get into like everything about him, like the abilities, the typings, really just the viability and how I see him, and then we're gonna go into the 3 movesets that I made, and yeah, let's do it. Oh, and if you're new, by the way, this is just my little professor like fuckboy like outfit. Not much to it. Just I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Alright, so going ahead and looking at Korbinite Stats. By the way, obviously these stats will look different. Gigamaxed, you can get Gigamax Korbinite actually from now until January 15th, and I believe you're more likely if you have Pokemon Shield, and if you have Pokemon Sword, like on the inverse, you're more likely to get Dreadnought. So if you're trying to get that Gigamax Corviknight, I'd hook up with some friends that have Pokemon Shield and try to do some raids with them. Between me and 2 other friends that both have Pokemon Shield, we've had no trouble. I think we've already gotten 2 Gigamax Corbinites in 1 day of raiding. So it won't take too much time, I promise. Alright, so the first thing I noticed looking at the stats, nothing really stands out as like, ooh, this Pokemon's epic. Like the defense though, for like a bird is really good. Typically the birds are like really quick and then have like really good attack or something along those lines. But it looks like we have pretty solid attack. HP and defense are really good. I'm really feeling those. That's probably going to be something we put a lot of EVs into. Special attack is just awful. If you're running special attack Corviknight, please get off the channel. Leave. Out of here. And then the speed's not bad either. It could be better, especially for a bird type Pokemon or a flying type Pokemon, but it's decent. It's decent. Alright, so before we get into the moveset, I want to talk about the type effectiveness, right? This is actually a really cool typing. You don't see it very often. I believe Skarmory is the only one off the top of my head that is also Steel Flying. But as you can see up here, I got the little chart. I won't read off everything to you, but the big highlights is it's resistant to a lot of things. Especially like grass where it's 4 times resistant and bug where it's 4 times resistant. And then it's immune to ground and poison, which is actually huge. So Pokemon like Weezing, Pokemon like Toxapex, they're going to be staples in the competitive. At least Toxapex is probably not Weezing, but we can hope. Pokemon like Excadrill, that's going to be huge. And being resistant to ground and poison, I think that's really nice in this meta. Yeah, especially with Excadrill having a boosted Rapid Spin. They like reworked Rapid Spin in this game. It does a lot more damage. And you get a boost with it. So I think he's going to be super competitively viable. So Corviknight might be a solid pick for your team, which you wouldn't expect just based off the stats. So in here, in the TMs, you have a lot of things that might be useful. Like the shields could be an interesting pick. Protect is obviously a great move in doubles always. I don't think... I might have one moveset with it. We'll see. Attract, pretty average. Fake Tears. U-turns can be solid. I could see that getting some use. Other than that, not much. Air Slash, probably not because it's special. You can just take all these special moves out. We're not messing with any special moves. And then we go down to the TRs, which is where a lot of our great moves are going to be coming from. Iron Head, really solid. Body Presses, which is a really interesting move. I've seen a lot of movesets with this in it. I haven't personally used it, so I'm not going to endorse it in this video, but if you've used a moveset with Body Press in it and it's been working well, let me know. We got a lot of other cool moves in here, like Substitute, Agility. I probably wouldn't use Agility on him because his speed's already so low. Iron Defense, Nasty Plot, Taunt. So you got a solid moveset. And then by breeding you get this nice crew, which actually is going to be a solid amount of the moveset by breeding. So you got Roost, Spite, Defog, Tailwind, all very nice moves. I wouldn't use Sky Attack personally since it's a 2-turn move and that's just not my steez. But yeah, I think a lot of these moves are pretty nice. Okay, cool. Let's hop over to the movesets that we've picked out, right? So we've got a defensive moveset, an offensive moveset, and then just based off how I dress, you had to see this coming, but we got the meme moveset. It's going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice. You know, we even got Professor over in the lab right now. He's like, yo, dog, like, hit me up with those meme movesets. We don't have enough of those in competitive. And I'm like, I got you. I got you. So the first moveset I got is the defensive one, right? So you got Leftovers. I feel like that's a staple in competitive almost. Especially with Corviknight, who's going to be more of a tanky boy. I put everything into his HP and defense, obviously playing defensive, and then you can either throw what's left into special defense. I'd even give it to speed, just to get those speed tie wins from other Corviknight users. It really depends how popular he's going to be in the meta. I don't know yet. No one knows yet. It's still being fleshed out. Just a side note, the meta's been really weird lately. Like, when I play online, I don't know who's going to Dynamax what or Gigamax what, and that makes it kind of hard for me to predict and have a game plan going into the battles. So, with that being said, everything in the meta, everything with movesets, and trying to predict other people's mons, it's all in flux. So when I give you these movesets, more so they're going to be just generally good movesets, not necessarily countering any specific meta Pokemon, even if this would be good against Weezing or Toxapex, even Ferrothorn, Excadrill, you know what I'm saying. And I did run Impish on this boy. That's just pretty self-explanatory. I want that defense boost. You can also probably go careful. I think I have that on a few of my other movesets, as long as the special attack is what you're dropping. I don't think you'd use this boy in a Trick Room team. If you did, you could consider throwing on the minus speed natures. Personally, I don't see many Trick Room teams right now. There is the item, the room service item, which could be used for it, but for now we're not going to focus on that. So the moveset we got is Roost, Tailwind, Brave Bird, Defog. Pretty much it's straightforward. You got Brave Bird, which is going to be your main source of damage. Defog, which is really nice in clearing hazards. Then you got Tailwind, which I really like if you're doing doubles. It can just give your team like pretty much the priority in the battle. I've been saying pretty much a lot. Hopefully that doesn't get annoying. I'll try to stop that. There's always just exceptions, so I try to cover all my bases. So, and then I have Roost. I think Roost is just a really nice move on Korbinite, especially it's defensive. It can get all that health back, and with the lack of super effective moves against Korbinite, I think it's going to be a solid, like, viable moveset. It's not going to be something that you're going to want to switch him in and out. He's going to be able to be a bruiser, and he's going to be able to tank stuff and get a decent amount of Brave Birds off. He can counter the defog, or counter the traps and the setup, and he can also just be a nice support mon for the rest of your team, especially in doubles. Next up, we got offensive. I don't really care what you do with the item in here. I went Life Orb to get that extra damage off, especially because I have Roost that I can heal that damage back. You could go Leftovers again. I'd be okay with that, but I actually personally like Life Orb. So HP and attack is what I boosted up all the way, and then speed. Mostly we're just going to focus on attack here. I could actually, thinking about it now, we could just all in on defense. We'll go 50% HP, 50% defense. It's kind of what you're feeling. I've seen a decent amount of special attacking mon and physical attacking mons like in battles, so I've just been kind of going all in on HP. But if I did do it again, I'd probably pick defense. And I just went adamant because I do want to get that offensive setup going. So we have Bulk Up, which is going to be really nice. It'll allow us to set up, especially if we're more of a beefy mon, right? Ideally, we take some damage, we bulk up, and then we roost, and at that point, they're just not going to be able to touch us, and we might be able to sweep. Brave Bird is obviously it's a must. You need Brave Bird pretty much on every set. I went with Iron Head to get that Steel Stab type. It seems like there's a decent amount of fairies in my battles, and a lot of my teams don't have that fairy coverage, so I really like Iron Head on this man. You could also try that fighting move that I talked about earlier. I think it's Body Press. That's also a viable move, but pretty much it's straightforward. And I forgot to mention the ability is going to be Pressure throughout. He doesn't have the best ability like Pool, but I like Pressure. Alright, with that being said, we move on to the memes. The memes, it's a good time. It's a good time. Oh, I forgot. I actually did this incorrectly, but I'm really going to meme. The shiny sprite doesn't look anything different on Showdown. I was like, you know what? If we're gonna meme, we need the shiny Corviknight. So this is what we're doing here. We got Roost, Brave Bird, Spite, and then Protect. If you don't see what I'm doing right now, we're going to use Pressure and we're going to use Spite, and we're gonna just drain their PP. That sounds really messed up, but we're gonna get rid of all their PP and their moves, right? So what Spite does, obviously, if you use it on a Pokemon, it lowers the PP by 4 on a move, and then with Pressure, if they attack you, they don't only use 1 PP, but they use 2. So ideally, every turn at max, you could get like 6 PP off a move, and then just like stall them out with Roost. Another part of the stall I used is Protect. It's just another way to chip away at that PP. You could also run Substitute. I think that's fine to do. I just like Protect, especially in doubles. It feels good. It's a nice like safety net. I run Protect on a lot of my mods. And then we're just gonna go Bulky Boy, right? I split it between defense and special defense in this one. Unlike the defensive set, I think that's kind of the way to go. HP, max it out, and then Careful, because why not? You could go Impish. That's fine as well. But I really like this moveset. It's memey. I haven't won too many games, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna put together something fun in all these videos for you guys, so it's not just the same old movesets you've been seeing from everyone. Alright, cool. If you guys want to see a different moveset, a different mod, you want to see some new memes, let me know. I'll just pick 2 and do a coin flip again, I guess. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just wanted a chance to show off this sweet coin I got for the double pre-order. But anyways, my dinner's in the oven, so I gotta go. It's probably burnt. I've been recording for a while. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. If you have any suggestions on what you do differently in the movesets, trust me, I don't take mine as gospel. I'd love hearing what you guys are doing with Corviknight, especially how early it is into these games. But peace out, Girl Scouts. We'll see you later. I am Corviknight. Bye!
Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have.